Hi and welcome to Deefer Diving's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be having a bit more of a chat about rebreathers, CCR, and what we really like about them. Just in the what we really like about them, what in the flesh,
in the water.
In the water. That's true. And what we really like about them in the water. So, what's your favourite thing, Gary, about CCR?
For me, there's
a lot of favourites.
There's a lot of favourite things, and I think the bit that I really like about it, and probably the two main elements. One is that switching to CCR after so many years on open circuit, so many years recreational diving, and touched on a little bit of tech diving, but it's not really my thing. Is that it's new, it's engaging, it's something new, and you've got 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 dives to your name as a dive pro, and it means that it's something that you do for you, that keeps the sport interesting, that keeps us engaged, that gives us something else to think about, that gives us something to learn, and that I find is really important, because it's a whole new sphere of diving, a whole new.
And when you get into it, there is a lot to learn, isn't there?
And that's the thing.
You think you know a lot, and then you learn more. Oh, it's like the Dunning-Kruger all over again.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so you start off with peeling back that first layer of the onion, and you think, oh, that's easy. Oh, crikey, and you realise
it goes on and on. Yeah.
And I really enjoy that, and I really enjoy the digging into and figuring out how different things work and understanding the differences between mechanical and electronic, and then what things are JJ bringing in that the AP don't have, and why all those different things. And it just makes it an immersive element of the sport that maybe you don't encounter normally. The other bit that I really like when in the water and diving, we all know I'm a bit of a miserable git, and I like the silence. I like getting in the water and it's nothing. You just hear the reef sounds, you hear the cracking of the shrimps and the herbivores eating the coral and the algae and what have you, and there's just
it's so quiet you can just about hear the click of the mushroom valves.
No, those are the bits that I really enjoy, and that peacefulness. And one of the things I have found myself quite a few times if I'm the only CCR diver on the boat, is the open circuit guys will get in and they'll go off and do their dive. I'll drop in, go down 15, 18 meters, and just hover just off the sand and go nowhere. I'll just stay there, because the fish will all come back out of the reef and they'll interact. And
I also enjoy doing that, parking off on a bit of reef, and then because you're big, but you're silent. So there is that initial, the fish and the marine life is what's that? But after a very short period of time, they return to normal. Which they never do really on open circuit.
No, and that interaction with marine life, when you're just there, minding your own business, doing your own thing, and you watch all these fish coming out, and you watch the yellowtail snappers come and check you out. And we've had it where eagle rays will come and check you out and swim by you, and you're just minding your own business. And you don't get that interaction the same here in the Southern Caribbean.
Silence is golden. No, also with Rebreather, if you're diving mixed group with open circuit, oh my God, don't they make a noise? So you'll be having this beautiful silent mode, and the next thing you hear is like, what's that? It's the open circuit guys.
I had it yesterday. We were out down south on a Rebreather dive, and we're just minding our own business. Open circuit guys with me, and I'm just ahead of the group, and I'm okay. And then Dean comes up over my shoulder, and he's Darth Vader on steroids. And it's like, whoa! just seriously, guys, just back up. What are your favourite things though? With why?
Again,
why
I've got lots of favourite things. One of the things I really like about rebreather diving, and I like to point out, is buoyancy, because it's usually sold as a negative, because it is a bit more difficult to master on closed circuit than it is on open circuit. However, once you have mastered buoyancy, it's dialed in. You're there. So you're parked off and you're not moving at all, which is lovely. On open circuit, always you're moving a little bit because your buoyancy is changing when you're breathing.
In and out,
in and out, you're going up and down a little bit. And an experienced open circuit diver probably won't notice it that much, but if you're an experienced rebreather diver and you go back to open circuit, you certainly do notice it.
Yeah.
Certainly if you're taking photos or anything like that, then you're solid, you're there.
Yeah.
I really like that. What else do I like?
Yeah.
Well, lots again, but warm moist gas is a great one for me. I mean, I like long dives. I mean, for me, my ideal dive day is one long dive, and that's it. Certainly on open circuit, after an hour or so, you're getting thirsty.
Yep.
You'll be breathing a very dry gas. Rebreather, you've got that warm, moist gas. You don't get the cotton mouth that you get on the open circuit. And again, if it's cold water, it helps keep you warm.
So a couple of bits that I also like. And I touched on this a moment ago, which is the marine life engagement. Because one of the things that I find is, for me, the selling point. I said I'll drop down and just not move, but one of the bits that you really notice is that you're diving along a reef. It's a reef you're familiar with. You've dived it 100 times on open circuit, and you see all these pretty fish in and around the reef, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And then you dive in a closed circuit and you drop in and you get yourself all set up and comfortable and you head off, and you notice that the fish are acting differently.
Yeah.
They're not in and around the reef. They're not kind of scurrying across the bottom. Yeah, you see fish balls, perfectly round fish balls of fish moving around and interacting with each other, going through. Yeah. You'll see the yellowtail snappers that will come up to you and check you out and swim around you. You'll see the barjacks or the palmettos will come towards you and look at you and follow you because you're now the big fish that's going to protect them. Yeah. You'll have the eagle rays will come and check you out, and occasionally when we've been down south, the reef sharks will come and have a fly by and look at you.
What's that? Yeah.
None of that happens on open circuit because the noise that we make on open circuit scares the bejesus out of everything.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big things I like. The other one, there is a degree of elitism in CCR driving. I'm not going to kid on that there's not.
Of course
there's an element of check me out, look at my unit, and that's why I like the Hollis KISS conversion unit. That white bling looking unit. It's the iPod of the rebreathers. Yeah. And when we're on the boat, when we've got a couple of rebreathers on the boat, mainly open circuit divers and particularly experienced open circuit divers, they're all going to come over and go, what's that? Yeah. Tell me about that. And there is a nice, pride kind of builds up, and yes, you do grow by an extra inch or two.
Another thing that I really like about CCR diving is the flexibility.
Yeah.
So particularly if you're doing any sort of extended range or deco diving, if you're on open circuit, twin sets, whatnot, if I do a 60, 70 meter dive as my first dive, if I then want to do a shallow reef dive as my second dive, even if I've still got loads of gas left in my twin set, it's useless. Yeah. Can't use it. Yeah. With Rebreather, I can, more or less do anything. I can do a 100 meter dive, have a nice surface interval, and then go and do a 10 meter reef with the same gases in the unit. Yeah. Because I'm going to be breathing pretty much oxygen at the mostly oxygen at the 10 meter reef.
The other bit I like, as you say, on the flexibility is sometimes we'll jump in the truck and head down south and do diving off one of the other boats, maybe one of the other dive shops down south, and we'll take all our own tanks with us. And if we're diving on the Rebreather, it's your Rebreather. You've configured it, you've sorted it, you've got your bailout just in case, and that's it.
That's it,
for the day. Yeah. And if they say, oh, let's do an extra dive at Ilderonde, you're like, okay.
Yeah. One thing that goes hand in hand with the flexibility side of things for me is also the lack of time pressure that you have on Rebreather. So on open circuit, you're always looking at that submersible pressure gauge dropping, and quite fast if you're at depth. On Rebreather, you've got pressure gauges which are dropping diluent and oxygen, but very, very slowly, and diluent shouldn't really be dropping at all if you're stable. Coupled with that, you've got much longer no decompression limits and much shorter decompression, or shorter decompression if you're staying there. On best mix all the time. So you've got that sort of. For me, it's just
it's diving with a nitrox mixing machine on your back.
Exactly.
And so you've got the perfect blend for the dive you're doing right now. And even if you change the profile of your dive as you're going on, you've still got the perfect blend for right now. And that's the advantage. Well, those are some of our thoughts on the advantages of closed circuit rebreather diving, CCR diving, and what we really enjoy about it. Be interested to see what your thoughts are, so please feel free to leave your comments below in the comment section and check us out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel and come back for any new content that we've got. If you hit the bell icon, you will also get notified of any new content as we do it. I think that's all left to say is stay diving and be safe.
Cheers now.